Welcome back to Whatever Garage. In this episode, we're going to continue trying to time this car after we replaced the intake in the last episode, or the intake gaskets in the last episode. So let's get started. Now I'm going to explain something and then we'll get back to the original video that I've already done and it'll catch up to this. But I second guessed everything I did. I thought I was wrong. Could still be. But I tried to time this. I actually got it to top dead center 6 different times, re-stabbed the distributor 6 different times, and still could not get this car to start. Called my buddy from Paint by Curry, Jason Curry, and he and I talked it through together because I wanted to see if I was missing anything, and he had a couple extra steps for me to check, and we came to the conclusion I wasn't wrong. I was doing it right. Something else was wrong with the car. So, with that said, watch the rest of the videos. Yeah, I had 2 plugs backwards. The 4 and the 3 were swapped. So much for me remembering, guys. Hobbyist, not mechanic. So anyway, that's back to normal, and I did. 2 of y'all mentioned about the speedometer cable. One, y'all said don't connect it to the cruise control because cruise control may be frozen. Good point. So I have disconnected it. The other one of you said that the gear can get grooved from that seal, so to replace the gear. I have one on order, so I'm going to do that. I'm listening to both of y'all. Gotcha. All right, now, in the meantime, that's disconnected. We'll wait on that. That has nothing to do with the tuning episode. That'll be another maintenance episode because I got another half dozen things I can think of I need to do on this car. So for this one, yes, we swapped the plugs, but I still think my timing's off. So we're going to go through the whole procedure of pulling out the spark plug, cranking over the cylinder, getting on the compression stroke, and start from there. We're going to repunch the distributor. I think that's the best bet instead of just half-assing it, which is what I normally do. But this time we're not going to do that. All right, let the adventure begin. All right, first things first, let's get, you know what? I bought a plug wire wrench. I knew one of those cheap Temu tool purchases would come in handy. That's a plug wire wrench, supposedly. Let's see how well she works. Getting in between these headers is what sucks, though. Look at that. So much easier than bending my hand around there. Seriously. Okay, now the next best part, getting the lug nut. Getting the spark plug out. I believe she's 5/8. I've got this tool. She's nice and bent up. Came like that already. And it's a Craftsman. It's a Craftsman 11/16 and 5/8. Got in my collection through, I think, an online auction I did just for a collection of tools. Let's see if this will work. Now granted, the optimal way to do this would be with a socket, but I can't get that to fit under here. Oh, that did it. Got her loose. How about that? 2 specialty tools and they paid off. I think other than cranking this motor around 500,000 times to get it to compression stroke, I think this is the only other part I was dreading. On that and putting this back in. Alright. Get the hand back out and oh, really fuely. Real fuely. She's running rich. Rich. Okay, we got that. Now, let's get the bar in the socket. Damn, I don't remember what size socket. I think it might be 5/8 also. Or is it 9/16? Let's try 5/8. All right, we are going to use our brand new Nico set of impact sockets that we got for Christmas. The reason being that they are longer than a socket. So maybe that'll give me a little more, oh, darn it. I'll use an adapter. Hang on. All right, there's the adapter. She is good to go. Now, these are SAE, all of them. So it's a good set. I'm really glad I got these. Got these from my in-laws. Thank y'all. If y'all been following the channel for a while, y'all have seen me do this a million times. Okay? So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I have some cool new way that nobody else has. All right? Because I don't. That's gonna be too long. Too long. 5/8 it is. But I need a smaller one. So much for having the proper tools. I do not have a 5/8 short or regular socket that is SAE, or no, excuse me, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided. All of mine are like the 18-sided, and they strip off when you do this. All right, this particular socket is a 16. Let's see if it'll fit. It fits a little loose, but I've worked with worse. And I want to go this way. But do we want to be under this? I think we do. That's it. I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. All right, we got the top dead center. I'm going to take all these off again because they always get in my way. All right. Why is that loose though? That's what I'm wondering. And she's off. Now, get these out the way again. And the way she was sitting, she was on the money. Okay, so the timing was correct. The problem we had was I had the wires crossed. So she should start up now. But I need to fix this because this one keeps coming out. It's up in there, but it won't stay up in there. All right, we'll work on it. Let's do this again. This is 3. 1, 8, 4, 3. This is 1. This is 5. So 1, 8, 4, 3, 5. Or is it 6, 5? You know what, damn it, let's just look it up. All right, here we go. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. So I'm wrong. That's why that's tight. Okay, that's done. Shall we see if it'll even start? That'd be the first step, yeah. All right, get tools out of the way here. Oh, no, spark plug, dummy. All right, we have spark plug back in. Everything's plugged in. We're just gonna start it real quick and see if we at least got our timed right. Close to time, and then we'll get out the timing gun. You bitch. Let's give her a little more gas. What did you do that is so off? Batteries plugged in, distributors plugged in, that's plugged in. The wires are all connected. They're all plugged in. I didn't empty out the bowls. They should be full by now, you would think. We don't have any sight glass ones in these. Let's see. Fuel filter is full. Not leaking anything up here. Down below. Oh, the ground. The ground. That ground is just for the choke. Well, maybe that's the problem, dummy. All right, choke is now connected. Let's see what happens. I cranked this thing way back when I was doing that to make room. Here we go. My bad. Always something with me, so we can't, not sure what it is yet while the battery charge is charging. She's wet in here, so I'm gonna say we're getting fuel. Yeah, we're getting fuel. That's not the problem. I'm gonna say we are probably 180 out, or it's just because the battery was dead. It seems to me when she kicked over, she would have caught. All right, surprise, surprise, I'm having a problem with timing, but I want to show you a couple of things. Okay, you see right here, this is where the button will come down. You know, it's got a lot of black in there. I mean, you figure this car has been run for 1 year. Exactly, okay? Now, come over here. This is the inside of the cap. Okay, it had a little bit of corrosion on the sides of the things. Not much, I scraped it off. But then this, the button is like completely recessed or it's completely worn off, one of the two. But yet it was still starting with that. And then you look at this, which is an exact duplicate just in red, and the button is protruding up. See what I mean? Is that wrong? Or can you have different kinds like that? Because the car was still starting with it like that. That's weird. All right, I decided to be curious, and I took this one apart. I took them both apart, and this is the button. If you can see it, Yeah, this is the button for this one, and see it's rounded. See how tall it is? This is the button for the other one. And push it through. Hold on. This one's tight. And it's completely worn the hell off. but it's just the rounded part that's worn off. Just the rounded part. It's not that much shorter, see? Where are you? There. See, it's not that much shorter. So I'm guessing there's no difference. It was obviously working. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. We're going to put her back in. I'm going to look and see if I have another button before I do this. I don't think I do. We'll see. I was just curious. Alright, out of all my stuff, I have half a dozen caps. Or not caps. I have half a dozen rotors. I actually have two more. I forgot what that's called, but I have two more of them. One brand new, one used. And out of all that, I have one button. This is the original one that came out of this car. And it almost looks like it's got, looks like a copper end. Whereas that just looks like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking, graphite. So, I'm going to use this one instead. We'll try it and see. I mean, I know this isn't the problem. I just happened to see something that was different and wanted to explore to just make sure it wasn't a problem. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Let me tell you, this is about the fourth time I've timed this thing. All right, it's hard to see, but she is right on 0. The side shot probably better. She's right on 0, and she's off. And when I put it in last time, I could have sworn I was dead nuts on. That's what you get for thinking. All right, I'm to the point now I have to have professional help. So, my daughter's gonna help me.
Because I am professional.
Yes, very professional. All right, what we're gonna do here is your typical, she's gonna bump it. I'm gonna put my finger over there and we're gonna figure out if I got this damn thing timed right. All right, hold on a second. Let me get my finger down there. All right, go ahead and just bump it. Again. 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 One more time. That's it, right there. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Okay, now, you're good. Go ahead and turn it off. Okay, sorry. If you look, the line just went right past, but I mean, it's close enough to show you that my timing is dead on. Oh. Sorry, the magnet on the bottom of my camera got my spark plug. All right, if you see, it's almost dead on. All right, let's sit you here for a second.
Does the horn work?
What?
Does the horn work?
When the car is on, yes. Just please don't do that while I'm under here.
I won't.
Okay, now. 0. Fudge. And that's being polite. All right. With it on 0, we are right there. Okay? Trying not to get a light directly on it, but that's from behind. You tell me. That looks like number 1 to me. Let me show you. Number 1.
Always touch her straight to the gate.
All right, it can maybe go 1 tooth back.
Always start howling.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can finagle it 1 tooth back. Okay, here is the plan. I feel she's 1 tooth off. So I want to pull this up, adjust the top of the oil pump, the tooth, so this will fit in, and go 1 tooth over. That's all I want. It's here. I want it here. Here. There. I want it facing this direction. Okay? Makes sense? I thought so. So let's go ahead and pull it out. You see where it's pointing right now? Okay. We'll move it to like right here. I'll go ahead and do it now. Move it to like right there. And if you look at that from underneath, okay, just where that hole is where the tooth is going, like that. Can't get in there with my screwdriver. Let me get the other thing. And that hissing in the background is my heater, in case you're wondering. Sorry, it's still freezing cold. Look at this camera, it's just like slowly going down. It does not like being bent over. Okay, where are you? There's a hole. Okay, there we are. All right, so I'm gonna reach in, turn it to there. That should be just enough to then put this back in. A little bit right there. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I'm right. Never mind. I'm confusing myself. It's not going all the way down though. No. See, because that's, I don't get that. What did you just do? Oh, damn it. Damn it, you stupid ass. That's in the way. Okay. Now, I can't feel. It's not all the way down. There we go. Is that any closer or is that the same? You tell me. No, it's pointing dead at it now. I think we're successful. All right. Since I'm up here, I will go ahead and try and lock this thing in from this direction. Yep, it's not letting it come up, so we're on there. All right, guys. If this doesn't get it, I don't know what the hell's wrong. Okay? All right, ladies and gents. If this isn't right, then I don't know what the hell else I'm doing. And I'll just have to, wait a minute. We didn't finish. I got sidetracked with that cord, with that hose. This is just the tack filter, or the tack, but it goes through the filter. I need to get another one because that line's frayed, but it doesn't require it to run. Alright, let me look over everything. Slowly look over everything. Make sure that wire is up here. It is. Alright. Let's see if she starts, guys. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, I know. It not start. I did forget to pump it. Why does it sound like it is massively off? You remember how this car was before? Vroom, it starts right up. Now she's struggling. She is on the struggle bus. Come on. Gotta know that it's gonna run, and then I'll go open up the door. It sounds massively out of time, and we double checked it. It's gotta be the intake. That's the only other thing I did. Or the only thing I did. Well, besides mess up the distributor, the timing part. Took the intake off. Put new shit on. That is the only other thing I did. So the only thing I know now is to bust it all the way down. This is frustrating. Just frustrating. She's getting spark, obviously. She's getting the fuel. I'm at my wit's end here. Got in touch with a buddy of mine and bounced a few things off of each other here. And just double check. Did verify that we are on compression stroke. Both cylinders are closed. Or both valves are closed, excuse me. We are on compression stroke. The only other thing I can think of, I mean, it does act like it's 180 out, but I mean, hello, everything shows that it's not. So the only other thing I can think of is maybe we have a massive air leak with the intake that I just put on. I mean, dude, I'm befuddled here. Really befuddled. All right, guys, I went a little deeper here. I got out my endoscope, fancy word for camera. Looked inside and came up with the exhaust valve is not closing all the way. I also crushed my camera while I was doing it. This is hard to do with one person. The top part of the camera doesn't work anymore, but the forward part does. The next thing I'm gonna do is check another cylinder and see if that exhaust valve is doing the same thing. Just to get an idea. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe something fell in it. I didn't put the thing back on for like 2 days, but I had it covered. That doesn't mean I didn't drop something. It's always possible. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm brainstorming here. It's probably something really simple, but I'm trying to think of the worst thing possible. And I'm looking in here and everything's fine. I mean, all the push rods are straight. I mean, I can look down in there and see them. So, I don't know. I'll give you another update in a little while. All right, now that you caught up, I have my crushed camera that now doesn't work at all. Yesterday, at least it had the forward-looking camera working. I don't know if you can see this. No camera. Switch sides. No camera. So my really nice this was my Christmas present last year from my brother. I have now destroyed. So I gotta figure out how to buy another camera to plug into here. But in the meantime, I have a cheap Temu version that I bought myself. But this one has no capability of recording, or should I say, yeah, recording. Put that anywhere. I wasn't sure if I went over last time what happened. After talking with Jason and running through a few things, running the camera through, we discovered that the exhaust valve was hanging open on the #1 cylinder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the intake off again and see if there's something in there that's causing it to hang open. I would love to be able to show you the camera, but back it up here. And yeah, I don't know if it's going to show you anything. Here, I'll try and zoom in on that. That's just the top of the piston. And you can see how wet it is because of all the fuel and it not running right. There's a valve. It's not a great view. But see, I can't do a top-up view in this one. It just has the one camera pointing forward. So anyway, enough of my babbling. I think what I want to do is I want to clean up over here first, so I will have room to put my stuff over here once I start taking it apart. Let's do that real quick. Alright guys, this is going to be the first look. We're going to inspect. Alright, a little too much silicone there, but not enough to cause a problem. That side, if I'm correct, looks fine. Well, f me running. Excuse my French. Does that look like a problem? That looks like a problem. Well, just when you think you know what you're doing, you're not very careful and you make a mistake. All right, big mistake. But I still want to look inside that valve because she was hanging up, so I want to make sure there's nothing in there. All right, so give me a second to get the camera ready and we'll take a look in there. Get this stuff back. This was the valve that was hanging up. So we had twofold problems, but the biggest problem is this camera sucks and I'm not gonna be able to see dog duke. I don't think. Especially since I'm not thinking of where this is gonna be coming out, right? Yeah, you know, it's down in there. Okay, now we're correct. Correct orientation. Okay. And I believe that's the intake, which I don't see anything in here, which is good. She's dirty. This engine needs to be really cleaned. And I can't get to the other one because it looks like it's enclosed. Or I just could be a complete dipstick. But yeah, I can't see it. I think suffice it to say we found the problem. Alright, don't know the name of them, but they aren't snap rings. I can't remember the name of these clips, but that is the one I need right there. And see, it's... damn, I'm going to drop it showing you. See? I may need a smaller one. Oh, I got it. Perfect. We'll edit that, make it look like it did it real quick. Oh, we're gonna do the distributor now. That's it. We stabbed her. She's bleeding out. Kidding. Here, let's see if I can't get that to come out right. is pointing the exact same spot. Would you not say that? Like that. I would say that's an exact replica. Good job. Forgot to put my gloves on, and as soon as I tighten this down, I gotta go inside and eat lunch. My wife made me a sandwich, and now my hands are all freaking dirty because I don't wear gloves. Here we go. Keys. We're not off to a good start. You know why? Because somebody didn't plug it back in. There, now it has power. Oh look, now the distributor's hooked up. Now she's flooded, let's try it. She works. That rattling is the pulley for the water pump because it's loose. Let's see. Something was happening with the belts on the air conditioner. Even though the air conditioner wasn't working, it was rolling fine. It was screeching, so we took that belt off. Attempted to adjust the idle mixture, not the idle mixture, the fuel air mixture. She didn't like that either. Adjusted it a little bit. Got the fan on it, it was not my eyes be watering. We'll come back to that at a later date. I'm going to go ahead and call it a success. So there you have it. One finely tuned motor. Now, I've got a little bit to learn on how to do the vacuum, how you hook the vacuum gauge up and adjust from there. Still got to work on little tweaks here and there, but that'll come with education, and I'm sure I'll get it from y'all. Let me know how y'all tune, either with the vacuum gauge or how you get your gas air mixture, your fuel air mixture precise. I'm still a little rich. Need to work on that. So give me your tips. Let me know. I would be happy to take this one back out again, but of course, just yesterday I was in short sleeve shirts outside, and today it is freezing cold. We're supposed to get snow and drop down to 16. So yeah, I'm not driving this anytime soon. I still need to remake or rebuild the power valve to
for the steering. That may be a video or two down the road. I'll let you know. We have a few more winter maintenance things to do. Replace these lines that piss me off. I've got a filter for the vacuum system. I've got the U-joints for the drive shaft. What else did we need to do? If you remember, let me know, because I obviously forgot. I'm flipping the script and jumping over to that car next. I just got her wired back up and ready to start, and she wouldn't start. So I think I blew a fuse. So I'm going to have to double check on that one. Probably not that one. But thanks for watching. If you would please like, share, subscribe. Probably about 90% of my views are from non-subscribers. It doesn't hurt to throw me in your list. Subscribe. You don't have to come back and watch unless you want to. I'm trying to drum up a little bit of a viewer base here. A couple of y'all are really loyal and keep coming back and giving me suggestions and some little attaboys here there to keep me going, and I appreciate it. I need it. This motor pissed me off this past video, as you can well see. So I think I need to learn to share. I do need to replace this. I won't have AC this summer. I'm getting older and I like to be comfortable. Don't we all? So we'll have to look into that. I don't think it takes much to do this. I mean, I know I can get a new compressor for just under $200, I think, on Rock Auto. But I've got to replace the dryer accumulator. Is that it? I'll look into it. I'm not a pro in any of this shit. Remember? We'd like to get some new valve covers for this one. Something to make it a little sportier. But none of that is actually performance-based or, what's the word? I don't know. It has nothing to do with the daily drivability of the car. We want that square away first. These are looking a little bit better under here. Got to finish sanding under here. Repaint it. That's still in. I built a primer that I have not sanded back yet. I didn't want to take the hood off again. Once I got the top part done, I'm like, anyway, that's enough about it. I'll probably cut all that shit out anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Scott with Whatever Garage.